for the girls, was good. So for the girls, the red flags for the girls that they should look out for guys, like the guy red flags is number one is if he's basically you're talking the talk but you're not walking the walk. He's saying he's about to do this and this for you. He's trying to come through for you.
Just listen to this.
And he's not doing what he said he would do.
Just don't mess with a beta male. Mess with an alpha. You gotta understand. You gotta find.
But what's the difference? What is that?
The difference is when you look at an alpha nigga, he knows what he wants. He knows what he wants to do. He knows what he is. He knows what he's doing. It like he has his stuff ready. He has his goal set. Fuck with a nigga that has goals. You can't fuck with a nigga who doesn't have goals because he's gonna throw you down. You understand this? When niggas have goals, they're gonna be shit. They're gonna be shit in life. If you don't have goals, you can't do shit. Simple. When you look at a beta nigga, he's not gonna have his money up. He's not gonna get his shit up. He's not gonna get shit right. He's not gonna let the cook. He's gonna be a chill nigga. He's just gonna be sitting there and just doing everything, right? He's gonna maybe go to work and probably do this and that, right? When you look at alpha niggas, they have achievements they wanna do. They wanna work on themselves. They wanna work on their body. They wanna get their mind right. They wanna get their self right. You gotta look for niggas who understands of what they wanna do for in life. You can't look for other niggas who don't wanna do that shit. When people want to do that shit, they get their shit done. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Also, another thing is you want to look for a guy who's more, not indecisive but decisive. He knows where he wants to go, as in the same thing he said. But like, let's say you're going out to go eat. He's asking you. You don't want him to be saying to you, where do you want to eat? He knows where he wants to eat. He knows where he wants to take you. He knows where he wants to take you to this arcade. Order your food, things like that, right? So he's gonna be a leader, right? You want to look for a leader. You want to look for a dominant guy. You know what I'm saying? A guy who's very sure of himself and not like wandering off. And also, it depends. It all depends. If you want to look for a guy who's very loyal and stuff like that, you got to look at his integrity and his background, like what he believes in. Because if he's, for example, if he's a Christian, Muslim, or something like that, and he's very serious about that, you have to, get on that program with the guy, and follow him into those, into those ways of thinking, right? Because a lot of girls want to just be, I want to go to clubs, I want to do all this stuff, but if you're looking for a specific type of guy, right, you have to, follow his leadership and where he wants to go and like his beliefs and stuff like that. And also to know if a guy's loyal or not. It's very easy to make a guy loyal. So another red flag is a disloyal man. Basically, not just cheating alone, because cheating it's very broad now, but like more so disloyal as in if
look for a nigga who respects you, bro. Look for a person who respects you. As you said a second ago. You look for a person who respects you. Look for a person who can do this and that for you, right? What he was explaining, alpha niggas. Look for alpha niggas. Don't look for beta niggas.
And also, another red flag is, when the guy's not able to walk away from you for the female, because you don't want a guy who just wants to stay with you and tolerate you for your BS. You want him to be able to say, that's not correct, I don't like that, you need to change that, you need to stop doing that. So you want to be with a guy who, will be able to walk away from you, because you will be able to respect him more, because he's not just, sitting around and just letting you beat him up and slap him and bully him all over the place, because that's not really a man. That's like a guy who doesn't really know what he's doing. So you want a guy who knows what he's doing and stuff like that. And also, the last red flag for females is, because Nathan basically said it all.
Wait, hold on. Before you did this, well, at the same time, if you were the females looking for a male, loyal nigga, and he has a religion, don't half-ass the relationship. If you know he has religion, and if you want to be with that nigga, you have to stick through that religion that he's doing too. You might have to do the same thing as religion. If you're gonna look for a guy, you're gonna say you're gonna say to yourself, you're wifey material, you got this, you got all that, right? You wanna say you got the walk or some shit. You gotta understand, you gotta be true to that. You can't be half-assed this whole shit, because it's gonna be stupid. You're gonna turn niggas into demons. You're gonna turn people who into like you're gonna turn guys into niggas who just wanna go fuck things, and there's no loyal niggas in the world.
And the last thing is the red flag in the guys that girls should look out for is a guy who is not mentally stable. So when I mean mentally stable, you know, he has all this trauma from the past. He hasn't dealt with it. You know, he hasn't like healed himself and, you know, took time to work on himself mentally and to really grasp, you know, grasp a healthy situation.
It's the same thing for males. You gotta look for a female who.
No, we're talking about the girls right now.
No, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing for males. If a girl's going through trauma, you might have to give her space. You can be there for her, but at the same time, you can give her space.
Don't be there for her.
Don't listen to me. Anyways, remember this.
No, hold on. Let me finish. No, let me. I'm talking about something else. Hold on, wait. I'm saying is, for the girl, the red flag in a guy that you should watch out for is a guy who is not mentally stable. Right? He hasn't went to therapy. He hasn't, you know, sorted out his past issues. You know, he's projecting all his problems onto you. You know, he's very mentally damaged. You can see he's like, I don't trust nobody. He's moving crazy. You know, he's not like giving you a chance to, you know, earn your trust. Like, he doesn't trust anyone off rip. He's just like cold-hearted. Like, those type of guys, you want to look for a guy who's healed. His heart is open. He is open to doing things with you, and he's not just closed off and putting a barrier. Because what a barrier creates is like you're not able to, you know, feel someone, feel their soul, feel who they are, feel their heart. You're not, you know. So you want to be able to look for a guy in that regards, not just a guy who, you know, just like, oh, I'm cold, I'm gonna cut you off, or I'm not giving you no chance. Like, you want to look for a guy who's able to communicate with you, you know, communicate. Because a lot of girls,
it's the same thing. See the same thing he's saying. You can say the same. Males can do the same thing. You look for a female who doesn't do that.
No, but we're talking about the girls.
Yeah,
this is the girl video.
You're talking about the girls, but you can also take the little PSA for the niggas too. You always gotta remember that.
You can say that. We already said the whole PSA, goddamn. Anyways, but that's the things, the girls, like the red flags in guys you should try to avoid. You know, those little things. You know, a guy who's not healthy. You know, mentally,
not mentally
communicating. You know, as he said, the alpha. I don't like. You can say alpha guy who's dominant, assertive. He knows where he wants to go. He's a leader, stuff like that. You know, a guy who, you know, has his stuff together and, you know, has his body cleaned up and, you know, he's a well-rounded guy. Those are the guys you should look for. If they're not doing those things, you know, it's kind of red flags. But everyone takes time to develop, so it takes time. But those are the red flags that girls should look for in guys.